Hi, my name is Gayatri Devi. I'm from Andhra Pradesh. I've pursued my post-graduation in computer science to Nagarjuna University. Having the passion for the subject of maths, I've been a home tutor for the students of my in my locality to teach maths, and I strongly believe maths students who have this fear for the subject of maths would love it, as it's a combination of numbers, uh, arithmetic operations, formulas, and of course some dedication and focus is also to be added to it. And uh, since my passion for maths has driven me to learn more maths, and recently I have learned Vedic maths, which is a traditional method of learning maths, and it is also a easier method to do all the calculations part. And coming to the demo part, I have taken the topic algebraic expressions, which is one of my favorite subjects in whole of the maths, and it's easier to simplify. I feel it challenging to simplify the equations based on the properties and formulas. And let's get into the topic of knowing what is an algebraic expression is. The definition of algebraic expression. I define it in a clear way, telling you that it's a combination of variables, constants, and arithmetic operations. Let's take an example so that you can easily understand the definition. Here I took the example at 3x plus 7. You get it. I think the alphabets, what I've written will be in a reverse order for you, as I've reversed the camera. And here 3x plus 7 is completely considered as an equation, and 7 is a constant. The 7 is considered as a constant, and a constant is a fixed numerical value, and it is that numerical value will always be integers. The integer can be a negative integer, square root, or the rational or irrational numbers. And here x is considered, x is a variable. Uh, X is considered to be as a variable, and a variable doesn't has any fixed value. For each and every expression, the variable keeps changing, and 3 is considered to be as a coefficient. Here, the word coefficient is completely is silent throughout the algebraic expression. It's only for the namesake that you have to know that what a coefficient is, and how it is, where it will be in this whole of this equation. And coefficient is always an integer which is multiplied with a variable. And the other important thing we have to know is about terms. Terms are individual. It's either a combination of variable and constants, or an individual constant or individual variable. Like here for this equation, 3x and 7. These two are the terms for this algebraic equation. The other thing we have to know is how many types of algebraic expressions do we have. Mainly we have five types, and they are monomial, binomial, trinomial, polynomial, and multinomial. And when we come to know when we come to know what a monomial is, we can easily understand what a binomial, trinomial, polynomial, and multinomial be like. See, monomial. It's an expression which is having a single term whose exponent of a variable will always be will always be a non-negative integer or a positive integer. And let's see an example of how it would be. This is a single term, and the variable exponent of this variable y is always a positive integer. So this is considered to be as a monomial. The same way with binomial. Binomial is an expression which is having two monomials. Like the example will be like this is having two terms, and it's considered to be as a binomial. The term expression which is having three terms is considered to be as a trinomial, and expression which is having more than three terms is considered polynomial, and expression which is having any number of terms is considered to be as a multinomial. And the next important thing is the properties. As a the properties in this the properties will play a main role in whole of this algebraic expressions. The properties are commutative property, associative property, distributive property, property of inverse, and property of identification. So these are the basic properties which we come through all the which come to the to our max career, like from early stage to the if the we can come to these properties even in higher studies also, and these properties are based on arithmetic addition and multiplication. The formulas would be like a plus b is equal to b plus a. This is the commutative property, and associative property would be like a plus b plus c is equal to a plus b plus c. And for distributive property, it would be a into b plus c is equal to ab plus bc. The same formulas would be applicable for the multiplication also. And coming to the inverse and identification. For the identification, the formulas would be like a plus 0 is equal to a, and a into 1 is equal to a. For identification inverse, we use only 0 and 1s, and for that we used for the addition we add 0, we get a and we multiply 1 to it, we get a a. And for the inverse, the same way, inverse we use as a plus of minus a, because the inverse of plus a is minus a, and we add it to it, we get a 0. And for the inverse in multiplicative, a, it's the multiplicative inverse of a is 1 by a. A gets cancelled and the remaining thing is 1. This is the inverse properties, and these are the identity properties. And next important things are formulas. We have many formulas in algebraic expressions. We come to know about the basic formulas, like everyone would, I think all would know what are the basic formulas would be like a plus b whole square, a minus b whole square, a square plus b square, and a minus b, and what are a plus b a square minus b square. These are the basic formulas. I'm just writing 3 to 4 formulas for the demo, and when we go into depth when we get into the depth of the chapters, we can go through the remaining formulas, and based on these formulas and properties, we use to simplify the equations. And the equations would be, I've written some equations for the demo and to practice it, and the equations would be like, let's take a first equation, x square minus 16. Here we have to find out the value of x. The x square is equal to minus 16. That is, we are taking the minus 16 to the left hand side, to the right hand side, and the minus will become positive plus. So x square is equal to x square will become 116 plus 16, and we wanted to find the value of x. To find the value of x, we have to shift the square of x to the right hand side. When we shift it to the right hand side, it would become square root of the number. See, example, it's x, and as we know, the square root of 16 is 4, and we write it as x is equal to plus or minus 4. The x value can be plus 4 or minus 4. This is one equations we use to simplify the this is one example, and other example is x plus 4 into x minus 3. Here, this is a general multiplication. This is a general multiplication. We use it like x is multiplied with x plus 4 and minus 3 is multiplied with x plus 4. Let's see how we do it. X into x is equal to x square. X into 4x, 4 is 4x, and minus 3 into x, minus 3x, minus 3 into plus 4, it becomes minus 12. As we all know, minus into minus is plus, and plus into plus is always plus. A plus into minus or minus into plus is always a minus. So let's simplify this. Here we have the highest degree of x variable is x square, and we put it aside, and 4x minus 3x, these are common. The degrees is same. We have same degree, like x power 1, x power 1. So we can calculate this, like we can calculate in two ways, like directly subtracting 4x minus 3x, or taking 4 out, taking x outside and calculating 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1, so x. Let's simplify 4x minus 3x, it's x. It's a plus, since 4 plus 4 is the maximum number and minus 3 is the less number, we get plus over here, plus x. And minus 12, we don't have any other constants over here, so the answer is x square plus x minus 12. This is another way to simplify, take simplifications. And the others, the next, getting to the third point is x plus 6 whole square. This equation we will simplify it based on the form, based on properties. Since we all know a plus b whole square, a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. So we are going to simplify this x plus 6 whole square based on the formula. So let's write the formula, a plus b whole square formula, so that we can easily substitute the formula into that equation. A square plus b square plus 2ab, x square plus 6 square plus 2 into x into 6. See, x square is kept it as it is. So since we don't have any other same degree variable, and 6 square, we all know it's 36, and 2 into 6 is 12, 12 into x is x, 12x. So the final answer is x square plus 12x plus 36. This is one kind of equation. Another question we have is like how many terms we have in the equation, like ax plus by square plus cz plus d. Here x, y, z are considered as the variables, and a, b, c are the respective coefficients, and d is considered to be as the constant for this equation. And let's find out how many terms we have in this equation. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That is ax, by square, cz and d. So the number of terms in this equation is 4. This is one model of question we have in general to find out. These types of questions comes in 1-bit or 2-bit answers. And the other question, general question, is ax square plus bx. Find the common factor. The common factor is, here we have the common factor is x, and bringing out x from this, we have ax plus b. Since from x square, if we take out x, it would become ax, and if you bring out x from bx, it would be single b. So x into ax plus b is the final answer. These are I have chosen simple questions to simplify the equations and for the demo. And when we get deeper into it, we can easily understand how it is. And though it might find complicated to solve it, but it is very easier. The topic is easier, the subject The subject is of course an easier subject. So I hope you understand, and thank you for giving me the opportunity, and thank you.